I must say, this is an excessive amount of shushing. But I guess they're just very excited for the show to begin. New game. Welcome back, everyone. If you haven't seen already, this is I think, continuation to the test. So we'll get right into it. This game is about me answering questions, telling stories, and that's a different character than before. Alright, so I don't really know much about the horoscope. Maybe this will tell me how I die. Ooh. So, we'll see. I'm probably going to just be answering questions completely honestly. The most important part of this entire experience, you'll be asked a series of questions, you must answer them honestly. There we go. So, it's going to be like the test part 2, but there is actually a test 2, which I plan on also playing, because the first one was really great. I've gotten some good feedback from it. Everyone seems to enjoy it. So this is like, I guess, an extra little addendum to the test, but this is, I will find out how I die. So buckle up, get a drink. When I say answer them honestly, I don't mean blah, 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 blah. This is literally the exact same that you've told me before. I will answer honestly. I will try to explain myself in some of my answers, but I will be honest. I will also do my best not to skip around. I want you to know that, like, I'm not cutting out questions and content. We all want a positive outcome. We don't always get what we want, however. Yes, I know. But you'll find here may be disturbing. The truths you uncover, do you want the truth? If you're sure, then continue. I will, however, just cut out content if I don't like it, so deal with it. But I don't think I cut out any... No, I definitely know I did not cut out any questions in the previous video. Link will be up there, I guess, in the title cards, I guess. Also check out my dream journal I did many years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. Process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. Also, I'm S.E.N from SoundEffectsNecessary. I'm bad at intros. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. Ooh. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you did not have natural access to. Call it natural intuition? A sixth sense, if you will. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain working as a defense mechanism. That's a new line. I don't think that was in the previous one. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back and relax, and enjoy the experience. I'm kind of low on my water at the moment. We are about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Most likely information that you could regret learning. Oh. That's a little bit spooky. Ready, set, go. That's a little bit more spooky than before. Oh, hi, Alice. Are you afraid of the dark? No. Would you consider yourself to be a loner? No. Do you ever feel alone even when in the crowd? Yes. Haha, yes. If you knew the date of your best friend's death, would you tell them? Ooh. I guess I would ask them if they want to be told. But I guess I'm not telling them the date of their death, I'm telling them if I knew. I guess I would pose it as a lighthearted question first, be like, if you knew, would you want to know? And then, provided they're willing and, like, seem serious about it, I guess I would tell them. So, like, yeah? Have you ever been in a physical fight? Yes. I did lots of... This was a previous question that I had in a previous... the test one. Yeah. I did a lot of martial arts combat. Are you uncomfortable in deep ocean water? I've never actually been in deep ocean water other than a boat. But I guess, yeah, I would be a little bit uncomfortable because there's a lot of big things in the ocean. So I guess a little bit, yeah. If you could give up your friends to become rich and famous, would you? Oh, no, not at all. Not even a question that I need to think about. If you looked into a crystal ball and saw that the love of your life was going to hurt you badly, would you leave them? No. No, I would not. Life is about experiences, and something that I would want to experience. I would not want to run from it. Even though it would be unpleasant, I'd want to grow from that. Would you consider yourself to be courageous? Now, they asked me in the previous video if I consider myself brave. And I said I consider myself to be brave when I need to be. That I will put on my big boy pants. But do I consider myself to be courageous? Huh. I wonder how that is different from brave. Because, like, when I think of courage, I just think of Link from Legend of Zelda, because he is the embodiment of courage, and he's just like a normal hero character. He faces things even when he knows he is likely not to succeed. I guess that's what courage is, whereas bravery is the willing, like, being able to be strong. I guess I would say, yeah. I don't want to run from things that seem difficult, seem scary, seem impossible. I want to at least try. Because the only true failure is when you don't try. So, yeah, I would consider myself to be courageous. I don't like not being courageous, and there have been several situations where I've tried my best to be courageous. So I guess, yeah. That's a difficult one. Would you consider yourself to be a shallow person? No. I will very much stick with someone. I won't judge people based on, like, a little thing here or there. If I don't like someone, it's gonna be, like, a long list of, like, alright, here's why maybe I don't really want to be your friend or want to be around you. But that doesn't mean no one does. Just, I don't think that we would be good friends. So, no. I'm not one to be like, oh, you look like that? Oh, that's what your laugh sounds like? Like, no, I would never do that. Do you fear the unknown? I guess in a way, yeah, I do. Who doesn't? That's the main reason why people fear death, I guess, other than the fact that it can sometimes be painful. But, like, the act of dying, moving on, people are afraid of that because they don't know. I am definitely afraid of the unknown. And I guess that leads back to the darkness question. I'm not afraid of the dark. It's just darkness. In fact, it's very relaxing and peaceful. But you're afraid of the unknown, of what it might hide. That's a little bit nervous-inducing. But if I'm in my house and it's pitch dark, I'll just walk around my house in pitch darkness. Like, yeah, I know where all the furniture is. I'm not afraid of that. But if someone says, there's something in that darkness, it's like, I'm afraid of that because I don't know what it is. That's a little bit so yeah, I fear the unknown. Does answering a ringing phone give you anxiety? No. Doesn't mean I want to talk to someone. Normally I ignore my phone because I'm pretty sure it's a bot, and if I answer it, to be like, aha, call them more. I've done that before, and I've experienced that, so, but no. Talking on the phone and answering a phone call does not give me anxiety. If you found a suitcase full of money, would you keep it? No, it is not my money. Clearly that's someone else's money. And, like, they need that money. Also, it might just be like a drug deal. I don't want that. No. I would rather have my own money, not someone else's money. Does the name John mean anything to you? With John? Not really, no. My roommate in college was named John Jon. Would you consider yourself to be manic? Let me just make sure I'm not assuming definitions here. So, manic. Relating or affected by mania. Showing wild, apparently deranged excitement and energy. Or frenetically busy, frantic. No, I'm not very frantic. I'm not pretty wild. I have high energy, but I'm not manic, no. Do you get bored easily? Yeah, I do. Do you ever take dangerous and unnecessary risks? No. I'm not a thrill seeker. If something looks dangerous, I'll be like, I'm not going to do that. That's just silly, that's dumb to do. If there's no unnecessary, like, if it's a necessary risk, like, oh my gosh, someone's about to die, I need to go and, like, push them out of the road or something. Yes, I will do that. But if it's like, oh my god, let me jump in front of this car so I can cross the road faster. No, I'm not going to do that. Wait, just chill. Would you consider yourself to be a thrill seeker? No, I don't care. don't care about tempting fate. When you die, would you like to be cremated? No. I haven't. I've gone back and forth on this of like, what. Like I've seen some things where it's like, yeah, they bury you and then they plant a seed above your grave. That way, like the tree, like you're returning back to the soil. The tree is helping to decompose you and is gaining nutrients from your body. So I guess I would like to be buried, not cremated. It just seems like it just gets rid of it. It makes it not very usable. I don't know how fertile human ashes are for like the earth, but I definitely want to return back to the dirt, you know? So no. Would you ever kill an animal under any circumstances? I want to say no, but there's a good possibility that I would. Like fishing, defense, I wouldn't like it. I also don't like killing bugs because like it's kind of gross, but I'd say yes, I would kill an animal under certain circumstances. Not like a pet or anything. Like, God, no. But, like, if I'm... like, there's definitely circumstances where I would kill a wild animal. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Based on the last video, I remember myself saying yes. Not, like, Hollywood romance, but I do like the idea of love and romance. But not Hollywood-style romance, so yes. I still agree with that. Are you a jealous person? Yes, I am. I know fully well I can be very jealous of things and people. When I see someone who's got like a wonderful life, who's so talented, who has all these friends, I get jealous of them. It doesn't feel good. I don't like it. I don't like that part about me. And I do my best. I've been working a lot lately on not being jealous. Of just like saying, I am happy for you. I'm sending out positive vibes to you. I'm glad that you are good and happy, or I will do my best to help you through. If you're stressed, even though I think that it's not that big of a deal sometimes. But I do definitely feel that, like, deep down, like, in my stomach of just, just jealousy. That's just what it is. And I'm doing my best to work away from that. Would you consider yourself to be an empathetic person? Yes, I want to understand where people are coming from, or how they're feeling. I won't always sympathize with them, but I want to understand what they are feeling and why they are feeling it. Do you like animals more than people? Yes. A lot of these are repeat questions. Are you a virgin? No, I am not. This is all very interesting. Why was that the question that you found interesting? Do you love your mother? Yes, I do. Do you love your father? Yes, I do. Do you enjoy taking long, relaxing walks? I do, actually. I need to do it more often. I actually jogged earlier today, and then my feet, my like shins were hurting. I think I have tendonitis in like my legs from years of tap dancing. Vigorous tap dancing. They put me in the tap dancing mines, and I would have to go tap dance for hours on end. So I can't run as much as I like, but I do enjoy walking back from runs and just being outside. Is Halloween one of your favorite holidays? Yeah, Halloween's pretty cool. Do you believe in higher power of any kind? Yes, I do. If Satan were watching your every move and you knew it, would you feel very uncomfortable? Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it, so no. Do you partake in any form of drug activity? I do not, actually. Well, technically, like, headache stuff, but I don't consider that drugs. I consider drug activity to be, like, recreational stuff, and I don't. Do you drink alcohol? Yes, I do. Do you have any sexual fetishes or fantasies that you consider bizarre or uncommon? I'm not explaining myself. I am definitely not explaining myself. I know some of the people who watch these videos. My grandmother, hi grandma by the way, my grandmother told me that she liked the last video. I'm not explaining that one in a video. Very interesting. Yeah, cool. Do you thrive under pressure? Good question actually. So we'll just push that last bit back. We're not going to talk about that. I answered it, but I don't need to explain it. But thriving under pressure. I don't like being under pressure, but I find I get my work done the fastest, and I do some pretty good work when I'm under pressure. I've worked in television for many years. I know what pressure is like. Television is feast or famine, no matter what part of television you do. And when it's down to when it gets busy during election seasons, something crazy's happening in the news, just like local events, lots of stuff planned, I definitely just sit down and I power through my work. I get so much done. Do I like it? No. But I think that is where I'd have to say yes. I can't do it for long, but I thrive in pressure, I think. If you could end the world with one push of the button, would you do it? No. I thought about this before, and I thought about it a little bit more after I answered it. No, I would not end the world with the push of a button. There's not a lot. There's a lot of bad in the world, but there's not a lot worth that's like, oh, it's unsalvageable. There's so much good in the world, and that is something. Even the possibility of a better world is something worth striving for. So, no, I would not end the world with the push of a button. You sometimes hope for the coming of a zombie apocalypse. God, no. Every zombie apocalypse scenario, I'm like, this is the worst. Have you ever killed an animal? Have I killed an animal? No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have, no. I have not fished. Like, whenever I have gone fishing, which is very, very occasionally, it wasn't me who caught the fish. I was very bad at fishing. And I've never, like, killed an animal. So no, I have not. If you had to resort to cannibalism to survive, would you be able to? Oh, gosh, I haven't thought about that one. So me and just, like, a person. I'm assuming I don't even know them. Let's say we're in a plane crash, and we're the only two survivors, just some schmo. And maybe they, like, die or something, and it's just me on this deserted island. It's like, there's some meat here. I suppose then, yes, I would, but I would not kill someone. Because cannibalism doesn't imply murder or killing someone. It implies just eating human flesh. And I guess I would? Yeah? Do you like guns? I don't know. I guess, yeah, I would. I would not kill for cannibalism, but if it's just like, oh man, this other person died in a car accident and we're for some reason driving on a deserted island, I guess I would. It would be pretty traumatic, because that's like a person you have to prepare into food, into people burgers. Do you like knives or other bladed tools or weaponry? Not really, no. Like, I think swords are cool, but like, I don't like them. Like, I don't collect them or have them. Do you like blunt objects such as hammers or bats? No. Do you believe in aliens? No. The extraterrestrial life, if there is some, I believe is probably just like bacteria-based life forms. It's like, yeah, it'd be little microscopic stuff. I don't think they're sentient or aliens. Theoretically, if you had the opportunity to go to space on an alien vessel, would you go? On an alien vessel? That'd be a pretty cool experience. I know I said something about not taking unnecessary risks, but that doesn't seem like too much of a risk. That seems pretty dang cool. Even on a human vessel, I would be pretty excited to. I'd be really terrified. I don't even like roller coasters. But how can you say no to that experience? As of right now, that's like a once in anyone's lifetime, like the entire world's history. Like, there's so few astronauts who get to go to space. Screw you, Jeff Bezos. But like, I think I'd do it. If you could leave Earth and go to space, never return again, would you leave? I love Earth. Nature is beautiful, but space is also really cool. But space is very, I don't like being in this room for long periods of time during, like, quarantine and isolation in the day of everything is remote and digital. So no. Would you leave? No, I wouldn't. If I had to permanently give up Earth, I would not. Do you know that over 20% of koala bears have chlamydia? No? I did not know that? How is that relevant to how I'm going to die? That one was... Okay, just thought. It is interesting. Are you alone right now? I think so. Yeah, I think I'm alone. Yeah. Had to check the times. I think my boyfriend went to, go to the gym. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure, actually. You get starstruck easily? No. I thought about that a bit more. No, they're just people. Have you ever said a prayer? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Do you believe in magic? No. This is, these are all very similar questions, or the ones I'm speeding through are very similar questions to the previous video. You can check those out. Do you believe in angels? Yes, I do. Believe in demons? No, I don't. If you knew you could summon a demon, would you do it? I've seen some pretty cool demons. I actually wrote this little side story. I wrote a story in college. Actually, I wrote a full movie script. It was for a class. It wasn't fan fiction or anything. Of a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons players who accidentally summon a demon, and then it's like a little bit of a love story and stuff. But the demon, she eventually just starts playing Dungeons and Dragons with them. It's like, that seems pretty cool, actually. I think I would, just for the sake of it being like, that'd be fun. Speaking of demons, have you ever played other games released by random studios, such as The Summoning, The Twins, The Test, or perhaps even Naked News? I haven't played those other ones. I played this one because I knew that in The Test 2 it asks you about the horoscope, so I'm playing this now. But I didn't know that there were other ones that came out even before that. But yes, I have played other games. I played The Test. Good for you. This is why you're my favorite. Aw, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Alright. Water. Alright, let's continue. Shameless plug. You do you. You do you. If you could travel back in time, would you? I think everyone's thought about, like, what if I went back to medieval times with my phone and was like, look at this magic? I think everyone has thought about that, but would I? No, I kind of like modern day conveniences. You could travel forward in time, would you? I like modern day conveniences, but future conveniences, just based on like a pattern in history, would be even cooler, so I probably would. Do you like horror movies? Yes, I do. I've recently gotten very into the horror genre based on the horror D&D I was doing, Curse of Strahd. Tons of fun, and I've been getting into movies that are spooky, games that are spooky, hence this one, and just like books that are spooky. I have like, what was it? Dracula, 8 Perfect Murders, Zombie Survival Guide. I've got lots of spooky books. Because I like the genre. I like learning about the genre and implementing it. So, do you consider yourself to be evil? I consider myself, I sometimes think it'd be cool to be an evil villain, but no, I don't consider myself evil. Would you consider anyone to be evil? Yeah. Evil, I think, is just based on, it's not like some higher power dictates this. It's us, what we want to label it as. Yeah, you probably at least met a sociopath. Chances are you speak to a few of them on a daily basis. Did you know that? Oh, 1% of the population are sociopaths. I didn't know the stats specifically, but I assumed at some point in your life, I believe the stats were like, you walk past 11 murderers, like maybe on the street or interact with them, like you brush shoulders with 11 murderers in your lifetime. So I guess no, I didn't really know that. What was I talking about before? I was talking about something. It wasn't important. I'm sure it wasn't important. Do you think that you could potentially be a sociopath? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty aware of what goes on in my head. Like, I spend a lot of time just, like, reflecting on things and meditating and just thinking. I don't think I would be a sociopath. No. No. It's better to kill than be killed. Do you agree? No. Because killing someone, being killed obviously is the end of my life, but killing someone will still change who I am. So that would end the person that I would want to be. I would never want to be someone who's killed someone. So that would be just as bad as killing someone. So I'd like to be me when I die, not someone that looks back with regrets and like, yeah, I did that one time. It's like, nope, I died because I stuck true to myself, and that's someone who doesn't want to kill anyone. It'd be an awful experience, again, like, these aren't pleasant things, but I don't want to be a murderer or a killer of any shape or form, even if that means I have to die for it. I'd be unhappy about dying, but yeah. Do you think that stealing from big corporations is acceptable? Like, you mean like going into Walmart and just walking out with a gallon of milk? I don't think it is, because that's still... Like, again, I wouldn't want to be a murderer. I don't want to be someone who steals things. That's still, like, defining who I am. Whether, even if it's from someone who owns a giant corporation. No, I don't think it is. Are you afraid of anyone in your life? Am I afraid of anyone? No. Do you enjoy gambling? No, I don't enjoy it. I've done a couple times, like a couple games that were like, oh, try to roll on this, get this cool character. And in general, it just hasn't been fun. It's just been frustrating. No, I don't do gambling. Are you afraid of spiders? Again, I'm not. This was another previous question. Not afraid of them. I just don't like them. But do I have a fear of them? No. Do you believe in legendary monsters such as Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster? No, I believe that they are all superstition or, like, misinterpretations of things. Do you believe in vampires? Okay, actually. No, I don't. But I know the myths where vampires came about. But no, not in vampire. So, no. Do you believe in lycanthropes? Werewolves, werebears, wereravens, tigers, cats, bears, oh my. No, I don't. Do you have an addictive personality? No, I do not. I'm very happy about that. There are so many times where I can just say, I don't like that I'm doing this, that I am like checking this, or that I'm drinking this, that I am playing this, so I will drop it. I'm very good on just saying, I don't like this, I will cut it out, and then be done with it. I know a lot of people who can't do that, and I feel very bad about people who can't do that. I will help talk to people who need encouragement, assistance, stuff like that. But me personally, I'm always very proud of myself and very happy that my brain says, no addictions. We will, if we don't like something, we'll stop it. We'll drop it immediately. So no, I don't. Do you like to cook? No, I don't. If I'm hungry, I want the food. I will eat microwave dinners. They taste great, in my opinion. Tonight, I'm having chicken parm in 3 minutes. That's amazing. I don't want to cook. I bake very rarely. But that's because I'm not hungry. I will make that because, like, hey, that's nice. But when I'm hungry, just give me the food. Would you say you're a confident person? My self-confidence goes up and down, I think, just as with anyone. But in general, I think I'm pretty confident in myself and my abilities. Do you think you're physically attractive? Why, yes, I am. Do you think you'd make a good romantic partner? Yeah, I think I would. Do you lie to people on a daily basis? I do not. I don't like lying. Again, I don't want to be someone who lies. That doesn't mean I'm just going to blurt out, like, inconvenient honesties to you. Be like, oh, well, that doesn't look good on you. Be like, no, I think that does look good, because I legitimately will think that looks good. I will change my opinion and my perspective. If you're wearing a bunch of trash bags, be like, yeah, you know what? You do rock that, okay? Power to you. Or if someone's like, hey, do you think I'm being stupid about this? I'll tell them, I think it could be handled better. I don't like being someone who lies. Just as I wouldn't want to be someone who steals or murders. Or kills, not murders. So no, I don't lie. I try not to lie. Occasionally, I might. I'm not infallible. But I don't like to be someone who lies. I like to be someone who's honest. Do you suffer from anxiety? No, I do not. Thankfully. You suffer from depression? I'd say so. Mental health? I phrased it this way in the last video as well. Mental health has gone down a lot over the past few years. And I think that the internet and phones, social media, is a huge factor to blame for that. That being said, I think I might have had depression even before I was online. Just sometimes I think my brain chemicals don't work the way they should. And again, with addictive personality, I can tell when I'm ready for it, I'll say, I don't want to be depressed anymore. I will be like, all right, time to go outside, time to make sure I eat food, time to do some activities that engage me. I don't want to be depressed anymore. But there are some times where I just lay on my couch. It's like, I don't feel like doing anything. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm bored, but I don't want to do anything. Like, it just, bleh. So I think yes, I do have depression, but it's very manageable. At least I manage it well. I have a lot of very good, healthy upbringing, and healthy. I know how to manage most mental health issues pretty well. So I try to at least help others with it as well. And hey, that helps me to empathize with people who are depressed. Say like, all right, you might feel like this way, but you won't always feel this way. You are not your depression. Have a little depression or anxiety, any sort of mental health toolkit. If you suffer from depression, have some easy meals. Make sure you're eating, drinking, getting proper sleep, and getting your work done, making lists. It might be hard, but make sure you are doing it, etc., etc., etc. Do I exercise daily? No, not daily. But long story short, I think I do have depression. I'm pretty sure I have depression. I spend a lot of time in my own head. But it's not, don't worry about me. I'm fine. It's just, it happens. The end. You stay hydrated frequently. Whenever I'm recording videos, I always have water. I prep out my drinks. But, frequently, there are times where I fall off the boat, and I'll only have like 20 to 40 ounces of water a day. But frequently, yes. If you asked me that question back in high school, I would say no, not at all. No, not at all. So, are you afraid of drowning? I'm not afraid of drowning, no. I don't want to drown. I think drowning would suck. It's one of the more painful ways to die, apparently. But no, I'm not afraid on a regular basis of drowning. I'm also not afraid of home invasion. I will call the police. I will hide under my bed if I have to. I will also kick ass if I have to, but I don't. That's not what you should do. So no, I'm not afraid of home invasion. I also have never broken a bone. Thank God. If a killer were in your house, would you run or fight? I'd probably just run. It's a matter of like, do I need to fight them? Probably not. I would just say, all right, throw a chair through the window over there, break the window out, make some sort of rope, get out. I don't... Obviously this person is ready to kill me and willing to kill me or capable of killing me. Flee, run, be gone. It's also really hot in this room. So I would you run, if a killer were in your house, would you run or fight? Yes or no? Yes, I guess I would either run or fight. Also, it's really hot in here. One moment. If your house is on fire and you could safely get out, but in order to save your family or pets, you'd have to venture back in and sacrifice your life to save theirs, would you do it? Yes, I would. I would never, ever... Like, running from a killer is one thing, but running from protecting and saving my loved ones is a completely different thing. So yes, I would do it. I would never, ever want to live a life where it's like, there's something I could have done to save them. So no, I would not just leave someone to die, a loved one to die in a fire. If you contracted a fatal, incurable disease that only gave you 3 years to live, would you try to pass it on to someone else intentionally? What? No! No! Why would you do that? That's a dick move. That's a dick move. If you're being haunted by an evil spirit, would you continue to stay in the house? It doesn't say that it's a violent spirit. It just says that it's haunting by an evil spirit. But then again, it's also just a house. Probably not. It wouldn't be worth it. Like, just, you can have the house. There's plenty of other houses. I'll just find a different place to live. If I told you that you are currently being haunted by an evil spirit, would you believe me? No. There is zero proof for that. If there were like, oh my god, the light bulbs, they're flickering, and the books are moving. No. Is money one of your favorite things? No. No. You like quiet, relaxing music? I love quiet, relaxing music. Do you enjoy loud, aggressive music? I also love loud... I just like music in general. Are you afraid of dolls? There are some dolls that are creepy, but it's not like I avoid them or anything. Be like, it's like, no, they're just dolls. Once bitten, twice shy. Do you agree with this expression? What does that expression mean? Once bitten, twice shy. Is that like a shame on me, shame on you sort of thing? So, definition of once bitten, twice shy. Used to mean that a person who has failed or been hurt when trying to do something is careful or fearful about doing it again. I would be careful about it. It's like, oh, talking to this person really was a bad experience. I'm gonna be more cautious about talking to that person again. Going to this restaurant was a terrible time. I'm probably not going to go to that restaurant again because I'm not stupid. I learn from mistakes. I learn from past experiences. Yeah, I do. You believe in love at first sight? Depends on the definition of love. Infatuation? A crush? Yes. And I guess that, in some ways, that can lead to love. So I guess that does mean love at first sight sometimes. So sure. Do you believe in the idea of soulmates? Yeah, I do believe in that. Do I believe that everyone is a soulmate of someone else and has a soulmate? No. I feel like sometimes you gotta build the house brick by brick. But other times, I feel like some people are just destined for each other. Whether or not that's me and my boyfriend, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. We have a great time. We love each other, so doesn't matter to me. But I think some people have soulmates and are soulmates. Have you ever had a one-night stand? Have I? No. One-night stand, like I've again, going back to the question of are you a virgin? I'm not. But I've never been like, alright, well, time to leave in the morning. Like, no, not really. No. I'm not going to go into too much detail, because again, hi Grandma, hi Mom, hi Dad. But, no. I have not done a one-night stand. Do you have a sweet tooth? Yeah. Sometimes you need chocolate. Sometimes you just need chocolate. My mom actually said that, and it's like, that's one of the weird sayings that stuck with me. It's like, sometimes you need chocolate, and that's very true. Do you enjoy a bit of drama and chaos in life to keep things interesting once in a while? No, I don't like drama. Do you like fire? I don't like it. It's pretty, but no, I could do without it. Not really. Is there anything that you're passionate about in life? Yes, I'm very passionate about cheese. Oh, give me some of that Munster cheese, Parmesan, like fettuccine, Alfredo, like, cheese. I love fettuccine Alfredo. I know that's not just a cheese, it's also a noodle with cheese, but I love cheese. I'm so passionate about it. Would you consider yourself to be a gentle person? Yes. I can be very gentle when I need to be. Are you afraid of conflict? I don't like conflict at all. Am I afraid of it? No. If I need to roll up my sleeves and get shit done, even if that means duking it out with someone, verbally or physically, I will do it. I don't like it. There's other options, but sometimes you gotta do it. In my opinion, very very strange specific circumstances, but I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty if I have to. Have any of these questions made you nervous? No. Wait, have they? Have they? I've been nervous about answering some of them in front of the camera, but no. I'm not like afraid. Are you feeling relaxed at this moment? I am. Yes. Do you think anyone hates you? Yeah. I actually know for a fact people hate me. Do you hate anyone in particular? No, I don't hate them back. Or anyone else. Hate is such a silly thing to do. I will be mad and upset at someone, but I'm not going to hate them. Move on. It's not worth it. It's not healthy for you. If you hate me, I'm very sorry. Let me help you to not hate me. Even if that's just me apologizing to you. Even if that's just something. Like, it's not healthy for you. Don't hate people. Don't hate me. Don't hate other people. I won't hate you. I won't hate other people. Everything will be fine. We'll all be good. I've done lots of thumbs up in this video. Are you prone to holding grudges? No. I talk about that in depth in the previous video. You can check that out as well. Forgive but never forget. Do you agree with this statement? Yes. You should always learn from your experiences, but you should always be willing to forgive someone. Even if not right now, at some point. Give yourself the benefit of being able to forgive someone who has hurt you and wronged you. You will be so much healthier in the future for that. So, yes. Everything happens for a reason. Do you agree with this statement? I think that there's a lot of people just making things happen because they want to. But because they want to, that's part of this whole grand scheme of things of people deciding who they are, living life, good, bad. Is there a reason for it, though? I think the reason is just people living life. And sometimes people want to see how they can overcome challenges, how they can deal with certain situations. So even if they don't happen for a reason, there is always a reason that can be given to them in hindsight. So, which is a strange way of wording it, I know, but yes, I guess so. Do you like explosions? No, they're loud, they're scary, I don't like them. Do you enjoy the smell of burning firewood? Like I said, with enjoying fire, it's pretty. I do occasionally like a nice campfire. Do you enjoy the smell? I guess yeah. Are you afraid of flying? I get a little bit anxious when I fly, but then I looked up about like turbulence and stuff, and so no, not really. I'll fly if I have to. It's just expensive. Are you afraid of driving? I am a little bit afraid of driving. I've seen some terrible drivers on the road, at least once per driving trip. I hate driving. Not because I don't like driving, but it's because I don't like driving with other people. Other people are terrible drivers. It's just seeing people who text while drive, who are high while drive, who are distracted, are impatient, are angry. I don't want to be around that. That's dangerous. So, yeah, I am afraid of driving. I don't like it. It's scary. Other people on the road are scary. You think that war between nations is healthy? No, I don't think anyone would. You consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes. I always love to know what other people are thinking, how they're thinking it, why they're thinking it. If I'm in an argument with someone and I'm, like, unhappy with someone, I want to know their side of the argument. I want to know, why are you unhappy with me? Why are you thinking these things? I want to empathize. I want to understand this, and maybe I'm wrong. I would like to know when I'm wrong. Do you ever dream about being chased? Oh, I can't remember how I answered this before. I don't think I have, because I don't... Or maybe I did once or twice. I think I had a dream where I was being chased before. Do you ever dream about hurting someone else? Ooh, do I? Yes, I have. Whether it might not be physical hurt, but it might be like emotional, like betrayal or something, and that never feels good. But I think I have dreamed about hurting someone. Do you consider yourself to be a violent person? No. I just talked about throwing down hands when I have to, but no, it is so extremely rare that I will, like, resort to be like, alright, like, clearly we need to have a confrontation about it. I'm not going to be violent about that confrontation. I apologize if I'm being very confusing in this video, but I hope it makes sense. Yeah. If I were to tell you that there was a hell coming for you, would you know what I meant? The hell was coming for you. Would you know what I meant? No, not really. Or would I? I don't think so. If I'm being confusing in this video, it's more I'm making sense in my own brain, talking to myself. So I hope you're able to understand it. I apologize if you don't. Holy crap! I've already been recording for over 40 minutes. Good lord. If your answers to these questions could supernaturally predict your potential fate, would you believe it and use it as a cautionary procedure to change your future and save your own life? Would I believe it? No. But if there's a possibility that someone's like, alright, well, let's look at the answers. We were going to assassinate Alexander here from SoundEffectsNecessary. Check out his videos. But since he answered he doesn't want to be shot, we won't shoot him. It just seems too absurd. No, I wouldn't. That's rather unfortunate. Uh-oh. 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 Would you consider yourself to be incredibly self-aware? Am I? I think so, yeah. Same with being open-minded. Like, I'm very aware when I am being stupid. So, and I will be very, like, if my singing is bad. I think for an Oprah video, I was, like, I had this joke in my head about singing DuckTales, but it was Oprah Din Tales, and it wasn't good. And so I just made a compilation of Picard from Star Trek, just like, it's like, yeah, that was not a good delivery or joke. I am aware of that. If I told you that mirrors are a gateway to another realm, would you believe me? When I was a kid, I would believe you. Otherwise, no, I've seen how mirrors are made. It's just reflections. Can you feel someone watching you right now? No? Doesn't mean they're not, but I don't feel it. I'm just oblivious. Can you hear the whispers yet? No? I had to listen for that. You feel cold? No, I'm actually really hot. I'm a little nervous about raising my hands. I don't have pit stains, do I? No, I don't. Okay, good. Yeah. I don't sweat that much, so that's good. You feel uneasy? No, I just checked in the camera for pit stains. I'm fine. Do you feel like something is coming? No? Should I? If something were coming, do you have a good idea of what it might be? No? I'd be blindsided. Do you enjoy the taste of blood? No, blood tastes awful. I actually was picking at, like, a little, like, blemish on my face, and I was like, uh-oh. Like, uh-oh. Like, blah. No. That was a couple days ago. I'm not gross. I'm just stupid. So, No, I don't enjoy the taste of blood. Would you rather bleed out than be set on fire? Ooh, I think I would. Bleeding out, the act of bleeding is not painful. Means I got stabbed, and that probably hurts. But being on fire hurts. I would know because I've never been on fire, but I burnt my hand before. I burnt my fingers on food. And that hurts. That's not even being on fire. I would definitely rather bleed out than be on fire. Would you help your best friend cover up a murder they committed? No, I would not. I'm sorry. I don't care how long we've been friends. If you murder someone, I'm not touching that with the 10-foot pole. I'd be like, sorry, you gotta report this. You gotta tell someone. If not, then I'm going to tell someone, in which case I'm probably going to get murdered next. But I'm not going to help you with that. That's your bag of worms. Do you think about death often? I've thought about death plenty. I don't think about it, like, on a daily basis or often. But I've definitely done my fair share of thinking about death. But no, I don't think about death often. You think you'd survive if you had to fight off a pack of wolves barehanded? No, I would not. I would be dead. I would absolutely be dead. A pack of wolves? Oh, yeah, I'd die. Would you stay overnight in a haunted house by yourself if someone dared you to do it? Would I? That would be pretty fun. If I knew that there wasn't, like, an actual murderer in the house, yeah. If it's just like, oh yeah, this is the haunted library of downtown Main Street. No one goes in anymore. Like, will you spend the night? I did double dog dare. It's like, could be fun. I'll do it. I'll do it. Someone were trying to kill you. Do you think you could take their life if you had to? Oh, I don't think I could. I would do everything in my power to not kill them back. It might get me killed, but I'd probably just try to, like, disable them. Remove the weapon that they're trying to kill me with. To tie them up or something. Like, no, I wouldn't. Again, I've already answered this in this own video. If your mother turned into a zombie, do you think you'd have what it takes to put her down? Absolutely. Sorry, Mom, but you're a zombie. You need to be put down. If there's a hell, do you think you're going there? After that last question, maybe. But no, I don't think I'm a bad person. You're welcome, Mom. I would not let your zombie go around and harm other people. You are welcome. I would put you down. I would double tap you with, like, bang, bang, make sure you're down. And stay down. Mom. Have you ever contacted spirits? Have you ever attempted to contact spirits? There was one time in the bathroom, I had the lights off, I had candles lit, I looked into the mirror and I said Biggie Smalls 3 times. But I think he's still alive. Is Biggie still alive? I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm so bad at keeping up with celebrities of any time. Like, Madonna's still alive, right? She's still alive. Have I attempted to have I attempted to contact spirits? In video games, yes. Yeah. I'd say I have, yeah. Maybe, like, spirit of a loved one. Like, oh, hey, let me pray to you, talk to you, let you know I'm thinking of you, and maybe you can hear me, maybe you can't, but just want to let you know I love you very much. So, yeah, I have. Have you ever had a sudden urge to jump in front of a car? No, I have not. Ever had... it took me a moment because I was thinking about, like, I've talked about how some students in college do, like, how they might do that, and try to jump in front of a car, get, like, good grades, or the grades are terrible, they want to end it all. But it's like, no, that hasn't been me. I'm just thinking about other people, so... Good. We're good. Okay. Have you ever had a sudden urge to push someone in front of a car? No, I have not. If you were a witness to a murder and the killer threatened you if you told anyone, would you go to the police? I actually already answered that with my best friend one, but yes, I would still go to the police. Have you ever seen a ghost or anything supernatural that you couldn't explain? No. Sorry, my life's pretty boring. I've been able to explain everything. If you could come back as a ghost, would you choose to haunt someone and make their life hell? No. I'm dead. They're alive. If dying is not reason to just put someone behind, like, put the past behind, then I don't know what is. You're dead. Just let it be. If you could make a deal with the devil in exchange for your soul, would you take the opportunity to make a deal? No. My soul is pretty important to me. I would not want to risk that or give that away for, like, oh yeah, extra, like, always get perfect soft-boiled eggs for my soul. Like, I can tell when I need to take them out. No, not worth it. Someone were hiding in your room right now, and I told you exactly where they were. Would you go check? If you were like, they're hiding right back here, or right here behind the chair, would I check? I guess I did just now. I guess I would. Are you concerned that someone might be hiding in your room currently? No, I'm not concerned, but I would still check because that'd be fun. Do you ever worry that someone might be living in your house without your knowledge? No, I'm pretty aware of who and what is in my house. Are you afraid of leaving your feet to hang off the edge of the bed as you sleep at night? No. There are definitely times where it's too hot and I'll just like stick my whole leg out from under the covers and hang off the side of the bed. Be like, one leg is warm, one leg is cold. This gives me equilibrium to the rest of my body. Have your feet ever been pulled while you've been sleeping? Not that I'm aware of. I've been smacked in the face by my father while I was sleeping. Fun story. He tried to wake me up, to try to wake me up because I wasn't waking up. I didn't wake up at all. I find that hilarious. And my dad's not like a bad guy or anything, but it was a really funny story. I think he was trying to get me to take a friend home, and I just like fallen asleep while they were hanging out, and I just did not wake up. I didn't wake up at all. Have you ever felt like you were falling only to suddenly wake from sleep? Yes, that's awful. I hate that. You realize that you might be incredibly fucked up. Are you implying that I'm incredibly fucked up? I don't think I'm incredibly fucked up. If you were crazy, you wouldn't know you were crazy. Do you understand? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I understand. But other people have told me I'm not crazy, so I will trust in the opinions of the people I love and care around me. And hell, even the people I don't love and care about. I take that as a grain of salt. If you could read someone's minds and know exactly what everyone was thinking at all times, would you allow yourself the power? No. That's way too anxious. Like, I'd be so anxious about that. And also, it sounds really stressful and just busy. I like the quiet. No, again, same as last video. Not my money. If you could turn invisible, would you spy on people? At the end of the day, though, no. I guess I would just be too, again, it's kind of like reading minds, I'd be too anxious, like, are they really doing what they said they were doing? Oh, I wonder, it's like, I'm personally not an interesting person. I doubt my neighbors are interesting. I doubt my friends are interesting. Like, the interesting stuff happens when I'm around my friends. I don't care when they get their chores done. No. Just seems a little bit boring, actually. Are you afraid of death? No. I'm afraid of the pain of dying, and, like, uh-oh, I've accidentally been impaled. I'm afraid of that. But the actual concept of death I'm not afraid of. Does the thought that there might be nothing after our life bother you? I guess, yeah. The thought of, what if I'm wrong? What if all my loved ones just go and become nothing? What if I'm going to go and just evaporate into nothingness? That bothers me a little bit. I don't think I'm wrong. I think that there is something that happens after you die. Whatever it may be, I won't go into depth at the moment, but it does bother me that I might be wrong, just a little bit, just a little bit. Does the thought that there might be an afterlife bother you? No, not at all. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yes. That was another question from a previous video. Are you afraid of dying alone? No, again from previous video. Everyone dies alone. No one walks through the great macabre gate, as I said last time, with someone else. Maybe at the same time as someone else, but everyone's got their own little doorway to go through. So, no. It's gonna happen. Don't be afraid of it. Are you afraid of being lied to by the ones you love? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, yeah. Do you think the ones around you would betray you? See, the thing is, I have been betrayed by the people around me. Or at least, whether they intended to do it or not, I have felt betrayed by those people. On whether right now, maybe, but like at least some point in my life that has happened. I'm not going to go into specifics about it, but like, yeah, I think that they would. Am I afraid of it? Am I paranoid of it? No. It hurts when they do, but I think that they would because I've had people do that to me. So, yeah. Do you have a hard time trusting people? No, I don't. And that leads to me getting hurt sometimes. But, like, friendships, relationships, love, work relationships, like any sort of interaction is always better when you trust the person, or when you allow yourself to trust the person. Makes you a bit more vulnerable, but you should trust people. You should give them extra chances. You should believe in them and hope for them and help them. So, yeah. You feel alone in the crowd? Yes, I do. Do you feel like you understand others fairly well, but others have a difficult time understanding you? I feel like that is true, yeah. Do you feel slightly more comfortable at this point? Yeah, I guess. Just talking. Do you feel safe? Yes? Do you feel like you could easily be fooled by loved ones? Yeah. I feel like I could. Again, I'm very trusting. Not because I'm stupid, but because I want to... I want to give them my trust. If I care about you, and if I want to work with you, if I want to have any sort of meaningful interaction with you, I will put my trust in you. And that allows me to be easily fooled and to be hurt. You enjoy being dominated. Like... In what way? Don't ask. Please don't ask. Please don't ask. Do you enjoy dominating people? No. No, I just feel rude. Do you? I'm so sorry to my family who is watching this, to my loved ones, to the people who respect me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you could live like... Next question. Would you? Yes, I would. I would still be very generous in money, but if it was possible, I would like to at least, maybe just like for a day, I would like to be pampered. If you could travel anywhere in the world once, instantly and for free, would you never return to that particular place again? But you may never return to that particular place once again once you left. Would you do it? No. If I want to go somewhere, I would want to see, like, and I liked going there, I'd want to do it twice, you know? Be like, let's go to this really nice cafe in Japan. And I loved it. It was a great time. I was like, so glad I went. I'd want to go again at some point. Do you believe in time travel? No, not really. Not in the way that people think about it. In terms of like space-time continuum, like, yeah, we're all traveling more or less through time. But like, I went back and I bro fist bumped George Washington. No. No. You think that aliens could potentially be humans from the future, just traveling back in time for various reasons? That's a really good, what's the word? Like, that's a really good, like, concept and a cool little, like, scenario, but no. Would you choose to sleep inside of a coffin? No, that doesn't look very comfortable. Actually, I've seen some pretty comfortable coffins, but no, my bed works just fine. If you had to chop off one of your hands or feet to escape from a killer, would you do it? I mean, the alternative is being killed, so I guess, yeah, again, not pleasant, but I guess I would. Does the sight of blood make you squeamish? Make you feel squeamish? No, it does not, thankfully. Same with needles, don't make me feel squeamish. If you knew a doll was haunted, would you buy it? No, not really. I'd prefer to, like, if there's a ghost in my house, that's one thing. But if I'm saying like, hey, let's buy that haunted relic, no. I might not even want a ghost in my house. I don't know. I'd have to think about that more. Would you consider yourself to be superstitious? No, not really. I don't think, like, breaking glass is bad luck. Just a little I'm not even sorry. That reference was worth it. Okay. Does the thought of being put in a straitjacket make you feel uncomfortable? The implications that I'm crazy does, but, like, wearing a straitjacket, if I fell over, it'd be really hard to get up. And that wouldn't... I don't want that. Or if someone... if like, someone started, like, my loved one, Ben, my boyfriend, is starting to choke, and I'm in a straitjacket, I can't do anything. So that would make me a little uncomfortable. Suddenly I'm not able to help someone, should I need to. Or myself. Would you ever walk through a graveyard just for fun? Would you ever walk through a graveyard just for fun? I've done that before. I've taken pictures of graveyards with the camera that I have, and it was nice. It was relaxing. Would you try human flesh to see what it tastes like? No. I would be a cannibal for my own survival if I didn't have to kill someone, but I wouldn't be like, I wonder what John tastes like. And I said John, yes, because of early in the video. Do you believe in voodoo? No. If I told you that there's a voodoo doll that looks just like you hanging in a tree somewhere near your house, would that make you feel uncomfortable? A little spooky, but I also look pretty generic, I guess. When I go to make a character in a video game, they kind of already look like me. So, no. It's a pretty generic look. You get uncomfortable on Friday the 13th. There was one time that I was uncomfortable on Friday the 13th. It's like, uh-oh, what if? I was mowing the lawn. It's like, what if something terrible happens because it's Friday the 13th? What if other people are superstitious and do bad things? Like, no. Again, things are not as interesting as we want them to be. Do you ever worry that you're being followed? No. I will notice if someone's following me. Are you afraid of sharks? Yes. I think I also answered this in the previous video as well. I know that they're not that bad. But if there is a shark in like less than a mile of ocean water than I'm in, I want to be out of the ocean water, so yeah. Humans are more dangerous than any other animal, do you agree? Yes, we have lots of proof of that. Do you consider yourself to be a dangerous person? You already asked me that, I thought. Oh no, violent person, or confrontational, something. No, I don't consider myself dangerous. Would you rather choose the death penalty over living the rest of your life in a cell? If I did something to deserve the death penalty, I'd want to live my life in a cell. I would want to know about what I did for the rest of my life. I would want the chance to not end my life being a killer, but to be able to make some sort of redemption with myself. So no. If I do something that deserves a death penalty, or that could warrant the death penalty, or life in prison, I would want to have that punishment of life in prison. I would deserve that. Death penalty seems like a pretty easy way out. Even though I know it's mostly just for everyone else's sake. I'm not going to do anything bad, so I'm not going to try to escape prison. I would deserve that, so no. A little masochistic of me, I suppose, but, like, I deserve it. If I told you that there were 7 secret messages hidden throughout the last 100 or so questions, would you believe me? Sure. I'm not very observant on that. Believe that you might be in danger from a supernatural force? No. Do you consider yourself to be mentally stable? Yeah, I'm pretty mentally stable. I can pretty much handle my own issues whenever they come up. Do you trust your best friend to be alone with your lover? Yeah. I trust people. Do you trust yourself to be alone with your best friend's lover? Yeah. What about it? What about it? There's someone else's lover. What about it? It's like, oh, well, I really do... No. No. Show some control. If you could... Sorry, I was just like... It's just a weird, stupid question. And I know that some people might struggle with that. And I apologize if you are one of those. But for me, it's so absurd for me. I wouldn't... It's just a little bit silly when I think about myself in that situation. Because it's just not a thing. If you could leave this life behind and live on one of your wildest dreams, never return to this current time again, would you do it? One of my wildest dreams is mostly just hanging out and being, like, financially stable, emotionally stable, and I don't think leaving would be able to do that to a world or time. No, not really. Do you have a specific goal in life? My nose is like so itchy. I'm sorry. Yeah. Do you have a specific goal in life? Oh my god, this video is so long. Do you have a specific goal in life that you're determined to achieve? Specific goal. Yeah. Be happy. Be myself. Discover myself. Learn. And just be a good person. That's my goal. Would you say that you sometimes lack motivation? Yes. Someone attacked you, would you attack them back? Like, on another occasion? No. I would defend myself. I would do my best to protect myself and others to make sure that this attacker cannot hurt them, but yeah, I would. I'm not going to maliciously do it, but I would still technically be attacking them right back. Are sure that the life you're living is real and not just a figment of your imagination or some crazy in-depth dream. Pretty sure. You woke up right now and realized that everything you knew in this life was a dream, and your actual life and everyone in it was entirely different. Would you be disappointed with that outcome? A little bit, yeah. I've got a lot of good stuff going for me. I'm not, like, wishing that there was... I'm not, like, so yearning for a better life that I would be gladly leave this one behind. I have a lot of people I love and care about, and a lot of fun stuff that I've done, and a lot of privileges that I have. Like, yeah, I understand that I have a good life. Not always all the time. It could be better, but, like, yeah. If you could win the lottery, but you would only have 7 years to live, would you take the money? No. I'd rather live and be me. Now for the final and most important question. I want you to really think about this one and answer honestly. Take your time. Don't answer too quickly. Really think about it, okay? Are you happy? Okay. They want me to really think about it, and I guess I would really think about it regardless. Am I happy? Yes. Thinking about all my loved ones, people I care about me, whether they're ups and downs, things might not always be good, jobs, money, finances, health, situation of the world outside. It's not always good, doesn't always make me happy, but there is plenty in life that's worth being happy about, that make me happy. I have people that I love and who love me. There's a lot of things that are beautiful, and there's a lot of times where I can get wrapped up in my own head, and I think anyone can. And you just need to, like, just be like a mindful observer of some of these negative thoughts, feelings, and events. But I think overall, me weighing the scales, yes, I am happy, and I'm glad I can say that. So thank you. If you are someone who I care about, if you're someone who cares about me, thank you. You helped with that answer. So, thank you. This is all very interesting. I'm going to turn your results into the fear machine. You never mentioned the fear machine, and let it decide whether or not it wants to reveal your... I will be taking my leave now. It was nice getting to know you intimately. I will see you soon. Hopefully not too soon. Wait, Alice. Well, Alice, who are you exactly? I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skip questions, answer honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. The fear machine! You didn't mention the fear machine before! Okay. Judging me? Based on what you told me, let me tell you what I see. I see water. So much water. You're underneath, looking up. Is this like metaphorically? How did you get here? What's going on? You're wondering. Panicking. A figure stands above the surface, staring down at you. An unfamiliar face shrouded in darkness. A face of evil. I was going to ask if it was Jesus, since he's standing on the surface of water, but... Evil Jesus? Nega Jesus? Who would that be? Would it be Moist Critical? He looks like Jesus. But no, he's not evil. He's a really nice guy. Never mind. You rise to the surface of the water only to reveal something familiar. A face of a loved one, but not the soul you recognize. A sinister grin is bared from ear to ear. They're watching you, looking down upon you. This is a betrayal thing, isn't it? This movement in the water. This is because I said I didn't like sharks, right? Suddenly you're aware. Hands reach at your feet and begin to pull you under. You struggle and kick, trying to break free. You beg your loved one to help you, but they stand there, completely silent, grinning, watching. Ouch. Yeah, that's pretty relatable, actually, to when someone betrays you and they just let it happen. They just see that you're unhappy, miserable, and struggling, and they just keep on sailing. They don't bother to stop and help. Yep, that hurts. Your feet are being twisted, your ankles being snapped. Ow. Is this because I didn't have any broken bones? You scream in agony as you hear the breaking of bone, and even through the density of the water, the cracking is loud. Ow! You're pulled under one final time. Air bubbles rise and rise and rise, and then silence. Because I didn't want to drown. Yikes, that's pretty spooky. There's still time to avoid this fate. There's still a way out. Don't go near water. The next level that asks you to go near water, make sure they're not wearing jewelry. The entity is attached to the jewelry. That's really weirdly specific. Tell them to take it off so it doesn't get lost or damaged. Leave it somewhere. The sinister being wants you to feel its fate. Its deep, breathless, agonizing fate. So that's spooky. The secret word is submerged. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Okay, so my previous word from the test 1 was justice. Take a secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and make sure to let us know. We will be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be part of history. This is the same as it was before. Make your note. These games are a little bit older now. They're been out for several years, so I don't know if this is still going on. I'll also be putting the first 500 players who contact us into the credits for our next installment of the series. We appreciate you. Cool. I'm probably not. I know for a fact I am not. Thank you for taking time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, they will all make sense very soon. That's a little bit... Well, thank you, the Fear Machine. Alright, so Justice and Submerged. Now you know a little bit more about me. This was an excellent experience. I loved this. This was like $2 on Steam, just like the previous game, just like probably the other games. Feel free to check out these other tests. I'm probably going to check those out, but I'm definitely going to play the test too. I'm looking forward to Psychological Simulator. Yeah, I want to do that more. So this was fun. It was very fun, just like last time. There will be playlists, I believe, up here. I think this is where YouTube does its card system. It should be like a little eye, and you hover over it, and it'll talk about other playlists or videos. I'll put the playlist for me talking. It's a very storytelling sort of thing. But yeah, I'm so sorry for some of the strange questions. Please, anyone who would judge me on those, just blot those from your mind. Loved ones, family, just remove them. You didn't hear about them. They're not... Think about the question about the nun punching. That was way better. Yeah. I'm apparently going to be betrayed by a loved one who wears jewelry as I drown and get my bones broken by hands, not sharks. Sharks with hands. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and please enjoy my other videos. Have a good day. Love you lots. See you later.